So, welcome everybody. Thanks again for being here with us. Once again, we're here with the greatest, with our man, our friend, right now from, if correct me if I'm mistaken, from Missouri, right now, Mr. Naenoa Lupaka. Mr. Naenoa, let us know how are you. Welcome here. And please,
What's up,
for
my
people
friend?
who doesn't know you, give us a little introduction about who's Naenoa, what you're doing now at Missouri, and what you do for a living right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Just a little bit about myself. My name is Naenoa George. I'm a professional Polynesian performer. I met Luis a couple years ago while I was dancing with a group, Tamari Imatairea. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were in Guadalajara for that experience, and I believe that's where I met you. I've been dancing pretty much my whole life. My parents own a group, a Tahitian dance group. We also do other. We focus on other islands like Hawaii, Tonga, Samoa, New Zealand, Hawaii, of course, Tahiti. Tahitian is probably our strongest. What we kind of strive in is definitely our Tahitian section. But I've been dancing with my parents since I came out, man. My parents have been Polynesian performers their whole lives, dude. I didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, I know.
But hey, I'm still doing it to this day, so I'm super grateful that my parents kind of me, it to this day. I'm 27 years old.
Yeah.
Getting up there, joining the 30s club pretty soon. I'm currently in Missouri. I've connected with circus companies for my act, which is Polynesian, which is Siva Afi. It's fire knife dancing. You will typically see that in like a luau show. It's like the finale number, but we've kind of integrated this entertainment into the circus. So now the whole.
I'm sorry, I missed you a little bit. Can you please repeat the last thing you said about you're introducing this? It was actually from the Lua, and you were saying?
I was just saying, I'm here in Missouri right now. I'm performing with the circus team, just displaying my talents, Polynesian talents, just to share with the world. That's my hope and dreams.
Yeah, we've seen lots of videos of you performing and dancing dangerously with fire and with what's the correct name for the stick with the fire?
Got it right here. The correct name is called the Nifo'oti. When you translate that into English, basically means the tooth of death. And the reason why it has that name
I bet it's like pretty, oh my. You feel like pretty safe while dancing with that, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with this thing, man. This when I'm spinning it like this,
yeah,
that thing is brushing across my nose.
Yeah, I've seen lots of videos where you're like, damn. And when you're dancing, the whole place is like dark, and you see the wheel of fire going through your nose. Now you're saying, but how is it that you feel like the confidence? I mean, you've been doing this your whole life practically, you're saying, but how did you started with the fire? I mean, you just started with the traditional paoti and a few 2A, I believe, but it's pretty different doing some 2As and now doing some fire knives, How is it that you started doing this?
My dad was a fire knife dancer while I was growing up. We lived in Hawaii. That's where I was born and raised for quite some time. My parents were performers, and dad was one of the fire knife dancers. I grew up around fire knife dancers while living in Hawaii. Just a lot of great performers. I just really wanted to imitate that feeling and the energy that they displayed. It was just very unbelievable to me. I have a bunch of pictures and memories of myself running around with this like a little stick while I was a couple years old. And hey man, I'm still running around with that stick to this day. So be honest, it's just kind of instilled in me. That's kind of how I got to the point where I am right now with my skill. I've been doing it my whole life. It's kind of a part of me now. When you become so good at your skill set and it's like second nature to you, man, you can kind of tell, you know what I mean? I haven't gotten hurt too many times. I have stories where I get beat up, man, like pretty bad. I'll go into some details, but I get my fair share of injuries. But for the most part, man, this thing has been very good to me. It's taking care of pretty much my whole life and my family right now. I put this into my hands and my future, basically. So I trust it. If I trust it, it'll trust me.
Yeah, I know. Can you were saying there now that you were having a couple injuries. Can you share a couple with us? So this is not for, let us know. I don't want to like being rude about it, but
no.
I might believe that there are a few people that might want to start dancing with fire, and you might tell them what kind of injuries or what kind of dangers are they putting their lives into.
I'll tell you right now, man, if you're not getting, this might be kind of controversial, but hey, if you're not getting hurt, man, you're not doing it right. Too many fire knife dancers, too many great fire knife dancers, they're top in the world, but they get hit bad, man. One of the worst things I could say is it's called getting hooked. Basically, this thing right here, this can puncture you. Wow. And that's exactly what happened to me because the blade gets really hot and it's spinning very fast. So boom, I just got caught.
Were you practicing or were you at a show?
It was a show.
Damn, man.
It was in the middle of a show. I think I was only 2 minutes into my performance, so I had more time to go. I just had adrenaline. Boom, went inside, and I yanked it out and just kept spinning.
People were like, oh my. Yeah. Let me post it on Facebook.
Yeah, man. I couldn't. I could tell. Obviously, I could tell it was punk, but I couldn't really feel it then and there, man. So I kept going. But that was the worst pain, and the biggest injury I got was that pretty much hooked. Yeah, it was bad. I had to get stitches. So get this, right after that first performance where I got hooked, I decided not to go to the hospital. We had some friends that kind of knew nursing, and they kind of stitched me up. The very next day, I got hooked again.
No way.
Yeah.
The same place.
Yeah. I got hooked again. That's the only time that's ever happened to me in my whole career, was those 2 times. So I took my knives home, man, and I doled them down. It's too sharp.
And how many hours did you have worked by a day to get to the level that you are right now doing that?
How many hours? Ooh. I would say it's been a lifetime, and I couldn't keep track of how many hours I put in a day. If I were to choose, man, like I would put a lot more time into this thing. I've only been doing this through just the love and culture through it. I wish I trained a little bit more harder, and then I could take myself to the next level. That's kind of what I want to do in the competition world. I've been involved in Ori Tahiti for quite my whole life. But I'd really like to get in the competition world, fire knife, Sivafi. A lot of people kind of know my name and what I've been doing because of the shows that I've done. But I'd like to kind of win some honor within the competition world, you know? That's kind of my goal right now.
Yeah.
I've gotten to that level where I feel like I can be a competitor now.
You were saying before we started recording that you were starting to share with us as much as you pleased. You were saying that you started at a new company for these shows. That's why you're right now at Missouri. Can you share a couple about it?
Say again? Share a couple what?
Share a couple things about how you got there and what are you doing there?
Gotcha. So initially, I was a part of this circus group called Cirque Maceo. kind of the Polynesian world where like one group kind of knows the other groups and stuff. It's kind of the same community with the circus. A lot of people know each other. So guys came over to watch our shows with, and then they just contacted me and say, hey, we have our own show. Would you like to be a surprise performance in our show? I just pretty much just do my act and I'm done. That's kind of how it went about. It's just networking. A lot of people, if they like your performance and stuff, they'll come and like up you and just say, hey, we've got this, we have this show, we'd like to have you a part of it, kind of thing. And that's just kind of how it went about. I just did my best out there. Somebody recognized me, asked me if I could perform with them, and then that's just how it went about.
Okay, how does your act last? Like, I believe it's just a couple minutes with this, and you do that traditional Ori dancing as well, or only fire dancing?
Only fire dancing for the circus show. Yeah, just fire dancing. I'll say it's gonna be about 5 minutes, maybe. My track is about 5 minutes long.
And how do you keep yourself like present? I mean, you're fire dancing, right? That's how you keep yourself in their minds. But how you keep yourself on a fresh show? I mean, I believe you have like different shows. If I go and watch you one time, it won't be the same show if I watch Naenoa at Las Vegas, you know? I mean, everybody sees different Naenoa's shows at different areas, right?
Yeah.
How do you do this? How do you keep this fresh?
Fresh, I got you. I would just say I just feel like I have this natural what's the word? It's just a natural entertainer. I just feel like when I step on stage, man, it's just a different world.
Yeah.
Literally, I'd be going through anything in my life, and then once I step on stage, it's just a new world for me. I just let everything go. Nothing is worrying me. I don't think about anything else but what I'm going to do right then and there in that moment. And I kind of keep that mentality everywhere I go, and it's kind of pushed me to just feel my best on stage. And that's kind of how I keep that. I think I just have a mentality that can't really be broken when I'm on stage.
So every time you go on stage, you're doing what comes to your mind, and that's it, or you have something in mind before you get to the stage?
I would say it's more of a feeling. It's not a. It's hard to say. Not much so a mentality. I guess I should get away from that. It's more of the feeling that I kind of harness that feelings that I'm getting. I kind of focus that into my performance, and that was everywhere with me. Like with these guys that I'm performing with, it's my first time with these guys. I'm gonna take all that jitters and excitement, and I take that and I focus myself on that one place that I'm at right then and there.
Because it's very hard to think with that thing spinning around in front of your nose.
Yeah, in front of a bunch of people. I know what I'm capable of doing. So as long as I stay focused and do what I usually do for the rest of, like I've been doing the rest of my life, then people will always get the same, whoa, wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you become one with your...
Yes.
Your stick. You become one.
Yeah.
Okay. that thing. And where does...
Yeah, it's called if you guys want, it's called a fire knife. That's what we call it, fire knife.
Fire knife. That's
the Samoan word for it is nifo'oti. That's what this is called, nifo'oti.
Nifo'oti?
The performance. Yeah, nifo'oti. Nifo'oti is translation as the tooth of death.
Tooth of death.
That's what. Yeah. The performance which we do is called siva afi, fire dance.
Oh, siva afi. Okay.
Siva afi.
It's like difficult for us, and it might be easier if I read it. But listening to it with the and how you pronounce it, like really, it's like you say tue and tue, or something. When you use your accent, it's like hard to get it on the first place. But once you read it, oh, now I get it. I've been, I have the chance of being a ratira a couple times, and you have to say your speech in your original language, and it was like, I don't mean to be rude or something, and I just want to give like the best of me while doing it. And it's like you said, you have to get into your character, and you said you're clear to clear your mind. And I came to do here what I've been taught to, and you share this with the people. How do you connect yourself with your character? I've seen videos of you, and you have this screaming at the beginning. Is there a special name for this scream?
Just a fa'umu. Fa'umu is when they go chee-hoo real loud. I won't do it here because I'm in the hotel. But
you're a really good one. You're a really good screamer.
It's called a fa'umu. Fa'umu.
Fa'umu.
It's just a way to express yourself when you're excited, or basically just excited was just loud.
Yeah, it's like you have the adrenaline in your veins, and it's let me rush it, and you say like, I will do that, but it sounds like pretty shitty, I didn't mean to, but I don't know how to perform that. You might be, it should be like the next time I see you at Vegas, or the next time we see you here at Guadalajara, you can teach me how to do fa'uru?
Fa'umu.
Fa'umu. You have to teach me how to fa'umu well.
We're gonna go club you.
Oh man, I swear I have tried a couple times at competitions, and after I do that, it's like, who the heck? Who did that? And I'm like behind Marcus, it wasn't me. It wasn't me,
Yeah.
And where does all the inspiration comes from, or who is inspiring you doing this, or in which part of your life does this thing becomes you? Because this is like your essence, you become one with the knife, and there is something, or there is a point in your life that you saw this for the first time, or you have a teacher or someone in your life or experience that inspire you to do this, make like yours?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think, to be honest, I'm kind of getting that realization, like how you put it, like me noticing that, hey, this is my path in life. I'm kind of noticing that right then and now, in real time right now.
I feel ya.
I'm kind of learning that, and God is really working with me right now, and He's showing me that I was pretty much born to do this. I quit my job, man. Like, I used to work at, shout out to FedEx, man. You guys took care of me. But I cut off, man. I cut off my traditional 9-to-5 job, man. I just said, hey, man, God really put some opportunity in my life for these shows, and I just felt my heart to do this while I'm young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to regret this getting older, saying, hey, like, how could have my life been if I wanted to do something that made me happy? You know what I mean? The hardest part with this whole experience was with a 9-to-5 job, you have security, you you have money coming in every week, this and that. With the job that I'm doing right now, nothing is promised, man. I could have a show in 2 weeks right now, and they could cancel it on me at any time.
Yeah.
And that was money that I was hoping that could pay for my bills and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's very scary. I'm just kind of walking through faith with this whole adventure, I guess you could call it. But to answer your question, man, I'm kind of realizing that right now. That was my path I'm going to be taking. I'm kind of just realizing
you've done some effort on this.
Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm like kind of realizing it right now.
But certainly you feel like something kind of free or feeling free for
definitely
what you love. So that's something that not too much people can reach, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. I just felt like, hey, like 9-to-5 job, like your typical job, it will always be there. You know what I mean? If this doesn't work out for me, I can go back and get a job anywhere I want. You know what I mean? But I can't take the time that I lost if I didn't do this. I can't get that time back, you know?
Yeah.
So here I am.
Yeah, you can start from zero every time you want.
Mm-hmm. And FedEx was really good to me, man. I've only been with the company for 2 years, and I reached a management position within this company already. And I was managing my area.
Wow. And you quit to that. Yeah, that's.
And I still chose. A lot of people at my work were like, "Wow, you don't like it over here. You got it made, man." I wasn't doing any labor. I was just managing, telling people, "Hey, I need this and this and this."
Yeah, we know.
I had a job.
We get you. We both know what you're talking about.
Yes.
And yeah, and it's like walking into the darkness with a single candle and on a pretty windy night, and you're like, and oh raining, my, and raining as well. And oh no, my candle. I know what you're saying, and but as you're like, I believe there are no better words for connect what you're saying with what you're doing right now. You said like you're connecting and you're like pretty much like, oh my, this is my path. So
yeah,
I can either take this or take the traditional way and do the traditional career. And but you're following not only your path but your roots, and now you're sharing with the audience your special moves. You're showing them your fa'umu. You are showing them the fire. You are showing them what it feels to be part of the Polynesian culture, and that is pretty much that what we're trying to share with the people who doesn't know how to feel or how to live the Polynesian culture at all. And now there are many ways of living the Polynesian culture. You can live it on cooking, you can live it on dancing, you can live it on drumming, you can live it on doing fire knifing, and you can do lots of things. And now we're having a pretty good conversation with you, sharing up with us. You started at Vegas at your parents' school, but now you're at Missouri doing different things and sharing the Polynesian culture, the whole at the other side of the globe, you know? And
yeah.
It's just like rethink about it, and you have like tons of homework. You have to like a huge responsibility sharing with different people what your culture means. Do you have any words you want to share with us about this?
I think of how I could put it in words with this whole topic that we're talking about. I've just been doing it for such a long time. Just you guys know the feeling when you meet Polynesian people. There's just some kind of warm embrace that you get when you meet Polynesian people. You know what I mean? In Hawaii, we call it. It's basically their aloha. It's this feeling that you get when you're around these kinds of people. You know what I mean? Just very humbling, genuine, loving, caring. Like those are all traits of which Polynesian people, I feel like, emulate. Those are things that they're very good at. I've just kept those kinds of traits with me wherever I go. I've always just made very good connections with people. It's very hard for me not to connect with somebody. Very, very rare. I think I get that trait just from being Polynesian. It's just kind of instilled with us. We're very family oriented people. We love to laugh. We're always laughing. You know what I mean? Very family oriented. I'd say our traits are very close to Hispanic with your guys' traits as well. You guys are very family oriented people. You love to laugh, have a great time. You know what I mean? I think that's why we get along very well, the Polynesian people and the Hispanic people.
Yeah, we're about the same age. And I thought that you were older than me. Now you're younger and you have a family and you have a huge career. And I admire you a lot for doing this. I really appreciate the way you are, because you were with us as you are right now, and we were face to face that time, and now we have a screen between us. But we want to share to people how is to know Naenoa, how is to know another Polynesian. And that's pretty much, like you say, a loving person, a caring person, a humble person. And there are lots of questions we want to talk about with you. And if you can give us or let us some links or directions that you can share with us, so people can look to your videos, look to your shows. Where can we find more about Naenoa, so we can have another a second episode right now, so we can talk about more about your dancing life? It'll be awesome.
Okay. I'll go ahead and send you some links. I am getting more involved in social media with kind of advertising my fire knife dancing. I have a fire knife page that's just dedicated to my adventure and wherever I'm at in the world. I have a Instagram page dedicated to that whole experience. I'll go ahead and tag you guys on that. And then I got a couple videos on YouTube. I'll share a link with you guys if you want to show anybody.
Yeah, we want to talk with our video guy. So he's putting the videos while we're talking. And please say hello to the guy. That guy is doing like, oh my, these guys are putting our asses to work. And hell yeah, that's why we're here. And is there any other
thing that you want to share with us?
Yeah, another thing that you want to share with us? Some people's some questions you want to ask to the people right now that they're listening?
I don't think I have any questions off the top of my head. I just want to say thank you guys for bringing me up on here and having the conversation with me. I really like the work that you guys are doing, man. I really appreciate you giving a voice to the Polynesian people, man. I think that's awesome for you guys. Very cool, and thank you guys for doing that.
No, thank you for being here, man.
Yes, for your time.
Please say goodbye.
Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the flesh.
I'm sorry, I mean, we miss you.
I said, hopefully, I'll see you in the flesh.
Hopefully. You can invite us to Missouri, to Las Vegas, to wherever you are, and you're always invited to Guadalajara.
Anytime
you want, man. I believe people should know. You should watch your fire knife dancing. I'm sorry, not my native language. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys could check it out. I'll post some links and stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to be in this for a long time. So
how do people can find you on Instagram and Facebook?
I only have a couple following. We only have about 300 followers on my Instagram right now. But do you want me to say the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's LV for Las Vegas. LV Fire Dancer.
Fire Dancer. Okay.
Yeah, LV Fire Dancer. Yep.
We'll put it down
right here.
Right down here. The guys against doing this. There's nothing we can do.
So all right. We want to thank you. We really appreciate your time. and that you share with us all this experience in Missouri, all this experience of your life, your challenging life that you're changing the switch over here.
Yeah,
so that's great, and we are proud of your professional career.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for the love and support.
Thanks again, Naenoa, for your time, and we will send you a message to make the second chapter of this.
Yeah, I would love that, guys. Thank you.
Hopefully, we're going to do that face to face on Flash, like you said. In
Vegas, baby.
At Vegas, you know. Hey. So that'll be it, man. Hey, give us a like, give us your thumbs up, give dislike if you feel to, give us a follow back, share this with your friends. And if you want to hear about someone you think we're not talking with, please let us know what your comments.
I will, definitely.
And see ya, mans. See ya, bye.